the show. Your favorite audio diction. The one and only Fear-mongering radio, coming from the great state of Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, plus a couple. I got to do an audio on Dave 25 tomorrow, and release it on Halloween. His court date is on the 31st day. I pray to the big man in the sky he goes to jail for his behaviors. Hopefully, Santa Claus, tell you sub to him, as you're not getting anything. I know Dave's passed. Dave 25 dish. Went to Duluth and back 3:25. Got back in time for lunch. Lost my bet to my beloved Gabbo. I did a pissing and moaning video. Will be out later. I'll have a shout out video coming this afternoon to Santa Claus's little brother. We do this to you on a Monday, the 27th. It'll be out tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, the 20th of October. Happy effing Halloween from me and all the goose and goblins out there. We hope this audio finds you healthy, and it finds you wealthy on the black screen. My name is Jeff. We have commercial music-free sponsor. Yes, I do play like occasionally some AI music, but I don't just always just play music and say. I mean, I do that. I write it a lot on the fly, whatever it may be, and we get her done. On the end of the day, it's just podcasting, nothing more and nothing less. A lot of people do videos these days, and I get it. But I look out in the backyard. I did stamp them home down on Sunday because it rained all day on Saturday. Did a walk around the block, and Hey You was back in town. And the people up on the hill next door moving with their dog, Tilly. Too bad. I know they have two daughters. They probably want to get some land, so it was too bad. They've been there since 2019. Miss Tilly, they had Bunker who passed away. Sad, but they're back from back from their Canada. They own a place, so it was good to see them back today. Handed out like 4 treats to the dogs. They know when I'm coming. They stand out there, and I gave away treats to people. But any who's, any hows, on the hell are you? I was listening to a World War I and II documentary, and they actually did mention about Rommel, which parody is Rommel to the Fuhrer. She admitted to copying to calling Tater, I guess, allegedly called Tater on Tater last year on his behavior. That was a white hat, because we all know that's something the generals do for the brown shirts. One was supposed to end all wars. It was. But September 1st, I always say again, it started World War II when they decided to invade Poland. It didn't take very long, and we got dragged in. A lot of people got murdered. The Jews were murdered. They practiced on handicapped children and people to make sure it was done right. And this is who these people imitate, with the hater out there pissing and moaning. Rommel is out there doing the dirty work, the squirrely bait. Trolling right along in videos, the faceless child. Then we got dragged in Pearl Harbor Day from Japanese, and we had to storm the beaches and snap the necks to crowds and free the Jews who were deported to America. We turned them back, and why they were slaughtered. He knew the war was over, but he didn't want to hear it. He said it was conspiracy of the Jews. I mean, the last 24 hours in Berlin was a lot of slaughtering and hangings, and Valkyrie is a good movie. They died on their feet, realized it was over. That whole thing, like 2,000 people were sent to the gates. But yes, then they capitulated September 2nd, 1945. Japan did, and in the hostilities of World War II, we helped rebuild Berlin, the whole 9 yards. I've seen some before and after pictures of Berlin now. Pretty interesting. We always do that. We go destroy, then we rebuild, And we have the Hunch Donald J, convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, tearing down part of the White House because he can, right? For Forgotten war in Vietnam. 58,000 plus men and women lost for something. Longest war, and it's stupid. Could have been done in 2 years. Not at all. Just let them be themselves. Who really gives two flying Fs? Start a war was unwinnable. The wall out there in Washington. Go see it in silence. The draft dodger didn't go. Flat Feet plays a lot of golf. You have to serve their country before you send someone's child to war. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard uniform, all the wars out there. Afghani wars, Desert Storm. We appreciate this country. Men wearing blue. Don't, like a cop, call a crackhead. They run to fire and problems. That's all there is to it. They don't pull you over to have donuts or to get it on because you broke the law. 9/11 victims, I see break off a switch bitch. Adrian Peterson got pulled over. A lot of behavior out there. Ray Rice, who in the bloody white suit? You need to be outraged to see the punch. 9/11 victims. The begging season starts this Saturday on YouTube. You can start begging for money. Never hurts to ask. Your choices in life. Make good choices. Be a good place. Bad choice. Don't call me from jail. Anyone told me I taught you to do better than that. Just call someone, or you're going to murder somebody. Pick up the phone, same thing. But when it comes to safe sex, okay, would you shower in the shower at Penn State? Or not shower in the shower at Penn State? And when you carry the groceries, when you get pregnant, knocked up, don't take a condom from some whore, because we always taught whores in the back seat, sluts on the couch, and make love in the bed. You don't know if there's a pin in there. Num-nums, pretty soon you're knocked up with a cheerleader. And the father runs off, and you're tied to the whore, the slut. That's a condom that prevents those behaviors. AIDS will kill you. Herpes lasts forever. Gonorrhea and needle in the penis. So simply protect unwanted children. They're being conceived right now. They will, the freshmen were rapes don't get reported are being conceived, and there'll be more on spring break. So all the babies up for adoption. In the colleges of sex, as long as consensual, hair pulling, I get it. Have that. Have the time of your life. And don't drink and drive. Please call someone. We murder somebody. Pick up the phone. That's all I'm asking. Like I always said, I remember in the shower at Penn State, right? We call Pedophilia University. Peace to Penn State. They're learning that lesson out there in Pennsylvania. Sandusky still gets paid from the great state of Pennsylvania, from Pedophilia University. Then the hook for the coach and for that behaviors. Joe Pa got away with it. We've always talked about. I was live with another YouTuber when that was happening. He was an apologist. He was laughing. Joe Pa, his wife, fired his ass and make excuses. Let's slam a locker and tell two people. That's the way it is, right? Anyways, how in the hell are you? I'm feeling wonderful and delicious and gorgeous, outrageous and contagious. Went to Duluth, round-tripped it, got back, did some blow-torching. Oh, we got a phone call. Hang on a minute.
Call from
Alfie.
Alfie.
Are we catching a little fear-mongering radio right now?
We are on Fear-mongering radio. Welcome to the show. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just reveling in the recent development of the ultimate white hat, brown shirt taking notice in you fellas.
What do you think about that with the white hat? She was at this, the Squirrel was admitting that they actually called. She actually called on Tater last year. She's admitting in the.
Yeah, that's like a long time Legally BlindViews comment section person.
Yes.
I think it's like his wife or something.
Well, it could be. No, but I think this person. You always notice whenever this person comments, he says hello, and I don't think it's his wife. I think it's somebody else. Maybe it is, but I don't think that. Again, like I said in the video, did you ask permission to do that from him? Because I guarantee it, she got her butt chewed for that when he did that. I mean, it was epic.
I just think like some of the imagery, like when she uses like a person at the beginning, because I've watched her videos before back when I first got into the Sarasota Tim hater stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like she uses like Sarah Connor and like a Xena warrior princess, and it's really like late 80s, early 90s stuff. And I think that was probably like the best time in Legally BlindView's life.
Right.
So, like, I think it's his wife or his friend or something. But I mean, hey, whatever. Honestly, like that video that she made of you guys it's just kind of dumb. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, I will say it's very cool, but I'm just tired of this AI stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, your boy Dinger.
All the haters discovered AI. Dinger is going crazy with it. I can just imagine him sitting in front of his computer all day long because he doesn't have anything to do.
Correct.
He's just at family dinner with his family on his phone making Sarasota Tim AI videos. Woo, look at him. and he, on that one video, he calls them egg corns, EGG, instead of acorns. Man, Dinger, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, I did the music, and that was fun for a while. I made my own CD. That's a quick little write, because it's real simple. You just put in what you want, and you put it up. I mean, this person's doing, she, he, it, whatever, and Dinger, that takes time. That takes time.
I don't know why I don't like it, because like a lot of people think it's really cool, but like just for me, I don't like the AI video stuff. What she did of you guys, like that's a lot of prompts and stuff. That's not typing in like 6 prompts and then 2 minutes later it makes you a song. Like that's a lot of uploading images and stuff like that. So like I said, it is kind of cool to be able to do it.
Hang on a second,
I don't know.
Hang on. What's up? What happened? Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. The weasel's out. Sorry about that. See, the vice president of SPEC came in. Sorry about that. But, no, I totally agree with you on that. All right, girls, get out of here. But, no, but, I totally agree.
You better watch out for Alfie.
Yeah, better watch out for Alfie. That's right. Alfie. Now, get out of here. Get. Come on, girls. Get.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. It's kind of funny to me, like, Barium is really participating now, and so, like, Squirrel Bait's doing this. So it is kind of funny because it's something to talk about, something else to watch. But it's just, it's sort of weird because that didn't take 10 minutes. So you guys have really pissed her off.
I mean, right?
For her to do that.
Well,
but it's also sort of like a benign video. Like it's sort of harmless. Like she didn't really do anything mean. Like the Three Stooges. Like that's just kind of funny.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe she wants you to talk about her. You talked about me. She wants to be part of that. So.
But like I said, yeah. But I think you wrote in there. It's like she's pissed off because I'm going after her after Hitler, and she, like I said in the video, she's just like the general. She's just like Rommel. She's protecting the big boy, and that's what she's doing. But to put us three in there is it's a no-no. And like I asked, did you ask for permission to do that? Because I guarantee it, the phone call, because I don't think his wife, I think they visited when he did the meet and greet down in Florida. I guess this person's from Tennessee. They probably met up. And now she probably, because she's been feeding him information because she pays to get information from what do you call that? The thing that people pay to get extra content. What do you call that thing? What's the thing?
Oh, I I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever that is. So it's extra content. I tell them in the video, Carpetbagger's got the same thing. I think Wonder Husty does a think. So the bottom line is that she's getting him information, feeding. So I think she wants to get fed something else when they go down to Florida. She wants a payback. So because whenever she makes a comment down below, guess who? He responds to her. Because guess what? Because she's the Rommel of the brown shirts. You know, she's the main general, and she'll do anything for him. So she's trying to protect. And I enjoyed the video, but I can't give an A+. I can't. At least Dinger, you know who he is making the AIs. You know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He shows himself. You can give him, hey, A+ if that's what you want to do. This person is a coward. You can tell it's a lot of anger because we've been picking on. So she listens to all the audio. And hello, young lady, how you doing out there? You know, you're listening. I appreciate it. You're a view and a like, make a response. But you know, she did this long dysentery response on my video. You could tell it's a woman because it's really long and emotional. You know what I'm saying? So it's very long. It's very long and emotional. And then I saw Alfie claiming I'm buying subs get to 1,000. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah,
say something on that.
Yeah,
and then I saw him. He said you were stealing his catchphrase or something. I don't know what his catchphrase is. See, what's really funny about this is, like, BlindViews has never acknowledged barium exposure once, but like. Squirrel Base, like they're part of that old group that have been together for a long time. So it's kind of funny, like Barium Exposure is like, yeah, somebody's finally standing up to these jerks. I love it, man. I just, oh my God. It's so hilarious just to sit back and watch and laugh. I was watching that video and the missus was like, what the hell are you watching? I'm like, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
My IQ is much lower than hers, and she would not be interested in the things that I find hilarious. I cannot get enough of. Every time I see Barium in the comment section, I just imagine him being like so pissed. Just with his like big fat finger just hammering on the phone, like trying to type a comment angrily. Yeah. And I'm sure his screen is cracked. Oh man.
Oh yeah, he's all bitter, and he's you talked about me. You talked about me. You know,
he's just enraged.
Oh God, he's just pissed off. Like, how he jerks. If you look at how many views I get. Why would she even come to me? But she's the white hat protecting BlindViews, who she gives money to, and she feeds him with information. That's why he always talks about Tater before we know, because she's paying to listen to him give information, and she feeds him. So like whenever Morning makes a comment, he responds back to her, because guess what? He only responds to the people that he knows pays him money. That's all he does.
Yeah, it is interesting to me that Squirrel Bait doesn't just ignore you.
No, she can't.
I get the Old Man Nation thing, because Old Man Nation was like the original turncoat.
Correct.
They don't like him because he's not a MAGA sycophant or whatever, and like he was, and so like, but the Karl thing I do get. They think that you like you're the devil seducing Karl to take a bite of the apple, you know?
Right.
You've turned away like this great champion. People really hate that. Like in Karl's comments all the time, I see people like, I don't know why you talk to Cow Poopy.
Because he's
their whole lives, man. This is their entire life.
Yeah, they can't deal with it. He called the show, and it's just.
This is better than any TV show, dude.
I know.
So much entertainment out of it.
Because I've showed that video. I sent it to my sister. I downloaded it and sent it to her, and she goes, and she calls me up. She goes, "You're now you like you said, you've made it.
You made it.
You made it." She goes, because I always know what's going on. She goes, "Who is this person?" And I said, it's a female who's triggered over this BlindViews guy. And I went through the whole thing, and she goes, "Man, you got some serious problems." And I go, "Not me." I said, "The two other guys they call my show," and I said, "This is a white hat." I said, "She's Rommel," and she goes, "You're talking World War II." And I said, "I call her the brown shirt." So she understands. She's 70, and she understands all that stuff. So. But she goes, and she said to her friend goes, who's another psychiatrist, goes, "That person is full of rage who did that video, full of rage." You know, that's what that is.
I mean, nobody with something better to do takes their time to do that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you have nothing better to do.
but like that's a community of people that have. I've said this like 100 times. Like they're united in their hatred, right?
Yep.
So maybe in your real life, your job sucks or whatever. You know, like the internet is this outlet. It has been since the days of the chat room.
Right.
So, like in person, face to face, BlindViews would never. He wouldn't see a stranger that has the attributes that Tater does. And he wouldn't walk up to them and say, "Man, you're blowing your money buying land and buying RVs and stuff like that." You just wouldn't.
Right.
But like, it's a keyboard warrior thing. Now he puts his face to it, and like we've talked about before. Unfortunately, that one guy like doxed him and was like talking about his wife and stuff.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Like that's not cool, right? And so like the AI channels, they're sort of protected from that or whatever. But like this Tater stuff, which I really don't get. I had never heard of Tater before all this. Did he do something? Like, is he a bad person or something?
Well, because they were friends. They were butt buddies. They were friends, and I guess BlindViews liked a comment, so that pissed off Tater, right? That pissed off Tater. So then Tater.
With the Camo Dave stuff.
No, I don't know. But then BlindViews has tried to be Camo Dave, but he liked a comment on his video about Tater. It was an anti-Tater comment, so that pissed off Tater. So then he struck him for playing his stuff back, and then they had 2 strikes. So he's a jealous little hater, and he's holding grudges against him. Okay, that's what he's doing. Okay, I don't give a what he's jealous of Tater because he always critiques him. He wishes he could drive around and be with Tater. I would love to drive around; it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, I wish I had no responsibilities and I could just screw around.
But I'm sure not going to.
Yeah. Most people don't get to live like that.
Right, but he's jealous, like it or not, because he claims he can't see. But boy, can he see that cat hair? Oh boy, can he see that cat hair?
He must hate pets or something because he's really. I did watch one, or I don't know if it was today or yesterday, where he was talking about the cat hair.
Right.
Who cares?
I know. It's
Who
just,
cares? It's not like BlindViews is there. You know, he looks like a bodybuilder wearing a 3-piece suit with like perfectly styled hair and makeup. I mean, BlindViews looks like the guy you see on a Saturday out at disc golf that's been hammered and smells like patchouli. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
It's not like BlindViews is better than Tater to where he can critique Tater for having cat hair. Like, BlindViews just looks like a normal. He looks like a guy you'd see throwing darts at the bar on Saturday.
Yeah,
you know?
he's Ace Frehley.
Like, he looks like the same kind of person as Tater. Like you would expect to see them in the same place at NASCAR, drinking Busch Light.
Yeah, that's his hero because he's the Ace Frehley, the ghost of Ace Frehley now. You know, and he's out of his element. He's on vacation. And he's supposed to be enjoying himself. He's too busy. You know, the walk and talk he did?
Whatever that is, that's not vacation anymore. Vacation doesn't last 2 months.
Because he's bored. He's bored. After, remember, Obama won't let him travel. That's what he said. He couldn't travel. Well,
now he can't travel back, I guess.
Right, because Mark pointed out why he's down there. It's a family thing. And then when he did the walk and talk, that was about us 3, not about comments on the videos. He was talking to us, but he's too chicken to say, hey, Mumbles and Karl and the old man drunk. This is towards you. He's too chicken because I've triggered him, and it's fun to trigger him to push back on him. And look at Rommel protecting Hitler, protecting the main guy. You know. But that's what she's doing, and it's epic that she's making comments down below. But she's yet to do hey, I'd love to see her get up there and do a video and say, hey, you know, did you ask for permission to do this? Did you ask for? Because I guarantee when that video came out, that pissed him off. She did that video.
Well, I'm sure he's just hoping that eventually you guys will get bored and stop talking about him, and this is going to have the opposite effect of that.
No, I'm not going to.
You know why?
Why?
I'm sure he didn't ask her to do that, but
no.
At the same time,
that's against the rules.
I'm sure he's like, oh God, now I'm gonna have to deal with these jerks even more.
Yeah, that's against the rules. You know, it's against the rules to do that because we were prominently in. I love my Indy was great when I ran off in the dress. That was epic. I was at down there.
Too bad you didn't drive off in the lawnmower.
Yes, exactly. That would have been the best. Wonder Hussy, someone did one for her for fun, and she put up on YouTube. It was great. She's got a Toyota and had her. She did like a space video with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Pretending she was doing something for fun, kind of a filler video. So someone gave her one. So she gets into her truck and she flies off in her truck. It was kind of cool. It was cool. I mean, she loved it. You know, it was great. It was a great video. But
whatever program Squirrel has, that can't be one of those free ones.
No, you know, those are you. Those.
So, I mean, that's like that does take a little bit of skill to do one. Oh like
yeah,
that.
it
More
takes,
than what
like
the one that Dinger is doing is just typing in like make Sarasota Tim make crazy faces in the trailer, you know?
I mean, like I said, she's wasting her time over here. She should go to TikTok and do AIs on people because there's a ton of AI on there,
Like I said, the skill behind that, hers is good. Like if she would just make funny Biden videos, funny Trump videos, funny Elon Musk videos, she would get a lot of views on TikTok. You're right. Like she could be monetized and make money. Just make parody videos of other people, celebrities, athletes.
Yep. She'd have a great time.
Instead of wasting her time on the Three Stooges.
But now she's in love. She's in love with him. Will protect him till the end. She is that protector of him. She wants to protect him, and she's doing his effing. That guarantee if they talk back and forth. So when she did that video, if he didn't know about it, I guaranteed he called her and said, "What are you doing?" I guarantee it. And that can piss him off because you're not supposed to talk about us. That's against the rules. And like you said, people are mad at Karl for coming over. They're pissed, you know, because you know what Karl's doing now. He's going to try to. So when Tater comes out with the video, he's going to tell people about Tater before. So I guess he told me the reason he gave up on Sarasota Tim is that everybody else would put up their videos before BlindViews did. So he's trying to beat him to the punch, and that's going to piss him off because as soon as it comes up, he'll be able to do a video and do like a real quick thing on it, and without editing in that behavior, that's going to piss off BlindViews. That's going to piss him off. Karl should cover Tater.
I got to go in just a second, but before I go, did you watch the hot dog chef? Did you watch the video where he made Dubai tacos? I think he called them.
I just saw the thumbnail. No, what did Chef do? What did he do?
Well, it's basically like a smash burger taco. I'm confused how it's a Dubai taco. I think that must have been like a TikTok recipe, and he was trying it. But,
okay. Well,
I still, when I debated Karl and I asked him, you know, like, why do you think he's a chef? Like when you watch Stu chop vegetables and stuff like that, and he's got his fingertips in front of the knife, like, I don't think Stu's even watched a cooking show.
You don't do that. You don't.
No.
I remember working I know it's just Perkins. I had a friend of mine. We were working together one night, and he used to do it all the time. He cut his finger, like literally.
Absolutely.
And he cut it, and before the hospital, I wrote him up on the line, and there was blood on that thing he wrote up on. I said, "You're going to sign this right now before you leave," because he was cutting a croissant. And that's what it was, and he had his hand down there, and like one day she was cutting something here. I said, "Don't cut like that." She was cutting. He was cutting into his hand. That's what he was doing. He was cutting into his hand with a croissant. That's what he was doing, and she was doing that. If
you've ever worked in the kitchen in any capacity, and you've been like a prep cook, like Karl was like, "Oh, we're cooks, not chefs." Well, that's fine. I've been like a short order cook at a diner, and if you get seen cutting towards your fingertips like that, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, he was cut. My friend was cutting into his hand, and it went right in there and cut it. And he had this before he went to Methodist Hospital. You're signing this, and it had blood on it, and he kept that for years in his house. He put it on his wall. I made him write it up. I said, he was all bandaged up, and I said, "You're going to the hospital. You're writing this up. I told you not to do this. I told you not to do this." And she was doing that one day. There was an article about people that cut bagels like that in these stores that cut themselves. They cut the bagel into their hand.
Yeah, I cut my own hand with a bagel like that at home one time.
You don't do that.
Like the biggest dumbass because I'm like, I know better. What am I doing?
You put two hands.
It looked like it was uncut, and I started cutting through it, and it had already been cut, but it was sort of like stuck together.
Yep.
And so when that seam popped open, my knife slid straight through and cut my hand, and I'm like, "What am I doing?"
Yep,
I had to write myself up at home in the group home.
Yeah, but when you
lost my phone privileges for a week.
When you chef and you cut, when you watch Chef Ramsay,
right?
That's the way they do it. I'm not
away
saying
from
chef,
your fingers,
but I don't feel like getting my fingers cut off. But whatever. I mean,
heck no.
I've been taught by him. It's the good old Chef Tell. I mean, I get it, man. He's all triggered about. I'm going to do a video tonight. I'm going to do one with. I'm going to take those little small breads. I'm going to make a Monty egg sandwich. So I'm going to make a Monty.
Okay.
Make it so those little
KCGrits Perkins cooking special.
Yeah, so another KCGrits Perkins cooking show, which triggered him. You think you piss and moan all the time,
Well, I got to run, but congratulations on making it. You're a star now. You're part of the pantheon of tater hatred. So.
Yep. I'm in the group, and I really appreciate it. She admitted calling on Tater last year. She said that in the comments. She admitted calling Tater last year when he was at Court. What is that place called? Was it Cortez? What's it called?
Oh, Courtside. She should call the show. Call the show.
I told her to call the show. The number's out there, but she would never do it because that'd be totally against the rules. Could you imagine that? Oh my God, that would be. Oh no, we can't have that. But she needs to go to TikTok and do her videos because it's.
She could make a lot of money, I think, if she made those for other things. It isn't like
right now. I could write a song about her right now and put it up, and I could do it. It just simply, and it takes 2 minutes. I play it back. Where this thing takes a while, and the hatred going through her mind when she's doing this, that takes a lot. But she's protecting. She's a protector. She's Rommel wants to pull those tanks up when they storm those beaches. That's what she's doing.
Yep.
I'm saying this will be out tomorrow morning at 7:00. So, but
alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
I thank you for calling the show. I appreciate it. He called the show.
Bye.
Called the show. There he goes. KCGrits called in to call the show. Call the show. But I appreciate him calling the show. But it is just kind of hilarious with that person would never call the show. Never ever call the show. But it's just I don't know. I think it's hilarious that to me it's absolutely hilarious that this behavior is going on. I think it's outstanding, outrageous, contain. Not a lot. I mean, not the same IPs that come in all the time. We appreciate it, you guys that roll in, and it becomes the audio addictions here on this podcast. I appreciate it, but it is fun to troll, squirrel bait and call out and have the time of my life, but it is what it is, man. That's the way she goes, man. So, I mean, I could do a squirrel bait video right now. I mean, audio and put it up on it. Squirrel bait, the squirrel bait blues, squirrel bait parodies blues. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna go over here and we'll look real quick here. I mean, let me see. I could put one up real quick. I mean, oh my goodness, let's go look. And I can do one real quick, and I can play it back, and we'll see how it sounds. But it was an epic video. It really was. I mean, it was hilarious as hell. It was just. But she's fighting in the it or she. I guess I'm buying subs. I don't tell anybody, man. Please don't tell anybody. I can't have that talking about that behavior. I can't do that, man. Only people pissing and moaning. So I love that. Yeah, I'm doing that, man. You know me, man. Let me go copy. Okay, so I get the correct spelling. Let's see. I want to go over here. Let's go over Rover. Doom, 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 doom. So we're going to quite a quick. We'll do a quick little. If it's the one, no, it's the wrong one. There was two AI ones I looked at one time. So let me see. I used to pay for it. And it was like $6 a month. It was fun. I had a great time that time of my life. Okay, I got to sign in here, but we'll just do it for fun here. We'll see how give this. Let me see. Get started. Let me see. I gotta sign in. Dun-dun-dun-dun. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm glad I remember, so I have no idea. All right, here we go. Come on now. There we go. All right, here we go. Paste. Blues. Let's see what it does. We'll see what happens here. If it gives me anything, we'll see what it does. Because once in a while, it won't. It depends what it's doing. So I put Squirrel Bait Parodies Blues, and we'll see what it gives me for a song. I love this website, AI Music. It's great, man. It's fun. I mean, when I was paying for it, it was fun. I made myself 2 CDs. I had a great time. I mean, okay, I'm going to write this song, and we'll play it. If it gives me something, we'll see what happens. It gives you 2. And, okay, that's just says Squirrel Bait here, so we'll see what happens. Squirrel Bait. Blues. So that's... Maybe I'll save one of the things here. We'll save it for fun. But yeah, this person admitted calling last year on Tater. You know, again, like I said, it's a white hat calling on Tater. If it's true, but that's sad that because the lead hater, BlindViews, that's the way he hears it. Told him to do it. So it's pretty funny. The fighting in the comments are epic. It's like I said, what's his name? What's this on with me? KCGrits. And it was epic. It was funny. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a Monty egg sandwich for fun. I'm gonna see how that works, and we're gonna do something like that for KCGrits. A cooking show pissing and moaning about this behavior. He's whining and pissing and moaning that it wasn't up to his snuff and everything else. So we're gonna do that for him. I love doing the cooking shows. So I'm gonna try something tonight. I didn't realize it was tonight. But I'm writing the song right now. We'll see what happens. Come on, get in there. There we go. So we'll bring the camera in with me and we'll have at it. There we go. Perfect. Like that. But so it's writing the song right now, but I just think it's hilarious that the fighting and the pissing and moaning and the triggering of people, and I get it, man. I don't know why, but again, it's protecting this person. Here we go. All right, we're gonna play a song here. What are we gonna do? Okay. Yeah, here we go. It's called the first one sounds like this is called Squirrel Bait.
Chittering sharp like a saw. Oh, squirrel bait, can't escape this woodland fate. Oh, squirrel bait, my life's a snack on a forest plate. I walk real slow, but they smelled my fear. 1,000 tales they started to appear. Their tiny claws creeping near.
That's okay. Here's a second. This one's longer. This one's $1.40. This one's a $3.10. That's right. We'll do one for a shuffle here.
I walked real slow when they smelled my fear. 1,000 tales they started to appear. Their tiny claws clicking near.
There we go. So we're doing that. We'll do another one here. We're generating a Squirrel Bait Parodies Shuffle. So anyways, let's go back here to Spring of Deception, but appreciate him coming on. It's always fun to have someone come on. I'm going to call Mark here momentarily, but yeah, it's the Squirrel Bait parody. It's funny that this person would worry about me and then get in front of a thing here and just get all triggered about what I'm doing and ripping on this person's favorite person. It is taking care of the brown shirts. protecting her thing. And I guarantee they met up in Florida, the meet and greet, you know. Been feeding him information nonstop, and now it's time to get some feeding back, maybe. Can you feed me? I've been feeding you. So I don't know, but who knows? I've been feeding you. Can you feed me back? So I don't know. I mean, I'm going to protect the main person. So I mean, I'll play another AI. That's fine. Go ahead, have at it. But I just don't understand. Again, 1,000 subs. I only get to 1,000. I mean, I don't get to 100 on my videos. Whatever I get, you know. I mean, I don't understand. But again, the walk and talk he did was just nothing but about us three. It wasn't about the comments, because we've triggered her and him about pissing and moaning, because we're returning the favor which he does to everybody else, pissing and moaning. And that's what I did a video on the way home. Will be out probably, I think it's going to be out on the 29th, right? About pissing and moaning. You know, that's all it is. It's all you're going to hear all summer long, because out there, whatever court site, whatever the hell it's called out there, I mean, he's been doing his stuff. He bought his new land, so he's going to question everything he does. He's going to spend his money. He's going to, you know, again, I don't give a what he says. He wishes he could. It'd be great to drive around. It'd be sweet. But I have to play golf. I mean, I got places I would go. The Oregon coast. That one gentleman who I know, I did a shout out to him. You guys will see this afternoon. You know, he's down. I'm jealous. He's down in the Oregon. He's down there in the trees of mystery. Little bastard redwoods, having the time of his life. That area, the redwood tree, the Abbott of the Giants. I wish I was there. I had a great time. And his beautiful girlfriend or wife. Oh my God, she needs to be on the front page every time, having the time of his life. But I'm sorry. I've got a job I like at the airport, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing. You know, so it's. To me, it's absolutely hilarious. And especially, you talked about me. You talked about me. Why I'm buying subs? Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know me, man. I'm buying all kinds of stuff, man. And you go I'm buying all kinds of stuff. I'm buying everything. That makes me laugh, and then it kind of makes you cry. That you know, that's behavior makes you just kind of start to laugh. I just wish I could buy more. I want 100,000. I want 100,000. That's what I want. I want so many. I want more and more and more and more and more and more. Right? I want it all, man. I want bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches. Okay. I'm gonna start buying more and buying more and buying more. Right? That's what I'm gonna do. Right? You talked about me. Oh yes, you talked about me. Whining and pissing and moaning. It's absolutely hilarious. Because let me look here. Let me see. I mean, what are they, 64? I mean, I'm below the 100 mark. 104 on the bad content one. I did audio. That's got 10 likes. When I was driving the car, you know, whatever that one is, you know. I mean, 122 is a BlindViews Florida vlog. That's got 122. Daily Walk and Talks, 25. Yeah. 70 on some. I got 90 likes, 1 dislike on that. It's the people that will come. My picks are 13. No one cares. Okay? Plain and simple. The one I did today in the restore, 22. 1 dislike. The one today I put out, it's just hilarious. To me, it makes you laugh, it makes you cry. Then you start to scream. Before you know it, what are you gonna do, right? You talked about me. Oh yes, you talked about me, man. How could you talk about me? You talked about me, and you bastards, you can't talk about me. I'm Barium exposure. Okay, you can't talk about me. He's so triggered, it's not even funny, man. He's just triggered. And I love it, man. I love the guy. I mean, I get it, His, he passed away, capitulated. It's a new Barium exposure. Comes in, he's raging on me. Can't handle it. So mad and so upset and so frightened. That's what it is, man. It is what it is. He did one of the grifters and the haters. I appreciate that too as well when he does that. When he whines and pisses and moans. It's the best, man. He's the best, man. Cowpote, create nothing. Create nothing. Too afraid to put my name in there. Too afraid. Too chicken. It's too afraid. Too chicken little. So. I know. We're going to wait for the shuffle and I'll call Mark. But, it's just fun to be part of the haters, man. And I'm well beloved and liked. And, it is what it is, man, Wish I had more time for my podcasting, but it is what it is, man. So, Squirrel Bait Shuffle. We'll see what happens here. But I just put Squirrel Bait Parodies in there, and who knows? But it's like I said, these are fun to write. They really are. I mean, I love this. This is a very simple write. And I download it and put it up. It'd take you 3 minutes, 5 minutes, if that. You write the song and put it up. And BlindViews, I did a couple on him, and they're fun, but this person's wasting good suffering. Rommel is wasting good suffering on this behavior over here on YouTube, because that's all it is right now is AI. I mean, I get it, but you're sitting in front of that computer raging while you're on. She's raging while she's sitting on the keyboard. I'm going to protect BlindViews. Oh, my views. I'm going to protect. I'm going to take down those guys who are hurting you, and they're calling you names. You cripple them. And when I meet you in Florida, I want a big hug and I want a picture. Oh, BlindViews. That's why I pay to get all the information, and I feed you, and I feed you, and I feed you, and I feed you. Oh, Lonnie, can you feed me now? Just tell your wife we're gonna go for a walk. Don't worry. He's taking so long. What the hell's going on with this shuffle behavior? The y'all. But you leave BlindViews alone. You leave him alone. We are part of the hater community. Like-minded people with morning and mighty python in the flowing circus. And you talked about me, and I've been brainwashing Karl to come over. Comes on over and kicks it old school. You can't do that. It's against the rules. When the lead hater, the king, Ace Frehley, a.k.a. Robert Plant, swimming in the pool on a vacation that's boring, but he still has to do tater videos. I'll tell you what, man, you want to do it, Mafia, the NBA, huh? Do some gambling too as well, huh? Aaron Hernandez, I want to tell you what, you guys, you little cockroaches. What you guys talking about, huh? All you haters out there? My name is Aaron Hernandez. You little cockroaches. I'm gonna tell you guys all right now, I won't put up with this behavior. Little cockroach. And now we do some shuffling while the time of our lives. I don't know what's going on. It's taking forever, but we can always do it later if I talk to Mark. Do it at the end or something. Anyways, it's taking forever. It's time to call Marky Mark. Marky Mark. Let's call the show.
Hello?
Thanks for calling into the show. What's going on?
Hey.
Well, I'm outside right now, and it's nice and warm.
Nice.
I mean, it's actually too warm.
You're the man on the moon, so you need to go down to court site.
Oh yeah, did you see that? Now I don't know which one of you guys came up with that man in the moon. If it was you or Karl.
Karl, not me. That's Karl. That's Karl.
Okay, well, BlindViews picked up on it today at the end of his video.
What did he say?
Said something basically about he was bashing Tater being down there in court site. Karl. It was so funny because I watched Karl's. And Karl put his out before BlindViews, and BlindViews had to rush out. Usually he's been waiting till late afternoon.
Yep.
But he put that out really as soon as he could, but Karl beat him. And, of course, he's bashing on Nomadic Fanatic down there in Quartzsite and talking about him. And then at the very end, he starts to walk away, and he says, I wouldn't want to live down there on the moon.
Yep.
Just like that. And I says, you've been listening to people.
Yep.
You've been listening to all of us.
Correct. No, I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree on that. That's what he. Because I love how he turned his back on the old. He turned the back and walked off.
He does that. Yeah. It's like, what is this? I'm gonna end this just like that. I'm gonna fade into the sunset.
Yeah.
But I had made a video this morning when I was out with the dogs, but I didn't put it up. And basically, when I saw yours that came out afterwards, you pretty much hit everything on the nail that I was saying. So
go for it, but give your opinion. That's fine. I mean,
I understand that, but I was gonna needle him a little more. But anyways, I thought to myself, well, I did a good enough job the other day too. So
I did another one coming out on the 22nd. I call Pissing and Moaning. It's all his vlog is pissing and moaning. That's all it is. And the walk.
Oh, he's got in this last one he just did. He's making excuses about. See, he said he was going to go out to the Harley Davidson shop there because on Sunday they're going to have like some big event. You could come out there and all. Oh, I didn't go out there because it was raining cats and dogs. He's always got an excuse about, well, it's raining and or this or that. So he's a homebody. He's a reclusive.
Yep.
He's recluse.
Correct.
And he has no friends.
Yeah, he's a loner, and he's supposed to be on vacation. But what's he doing on vacation? He's talking about Tater. I got to go outside. I got to do a hate video because that walk and talk was about me and you, and that was not about the comments down below. That was about me, you, and Karl. That walk and talk. That was about us three. He tried to hall pass it off on the comments down below. Okay, that's what that was all about.
Oh, yeah, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, I could even see that, and I don't usually read the comments. If I do, they don't comment like that, they don't hate on it like that.
Right.
But yeah, he's just trying to, he's an angry, jealous old man, is what it is.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to get out of his little world there. And when he gets back home, he's gonna be back in his little closet there, and that's where he'll stay.
Yep.
It's kind of sad in a way because he's seeing that Eric's going out and having all this fun.
Yep.
He's got himself somebody that'll go with him and do stuff. So hey, like I even made a video last night on the porch, and I still didn't put it out because it was too long. It was like 23 minutes, so I said screw it. But I basically said in that, hey, some people love to go out and do things. Talked about my parents where they wanted to go out and find land and do stuff. Maybe that's what Eric wants to do.
Correct.
And I said he's got to keep his channel fresh. Yeah, he might go out and do the same thing every year, but he's on the move. I was going to say is that Daily Woo.
Yep.
I don't know. I watched German in Venice is what I watched.
Yep.
He met up with Daily Woo. He met up with a bunch of them over in California.
Yep.
And I thought, well, where's the carpetbagger?
Yeah,
He's nowhere to be found.
He's in Tennessee. I think he took a day off today. So the carpetbaggers out east, and he's chasing these haunts, which his views show it. I mean, it's unfortunate that this Halloween stuff with Tampa J is everyone's doing that stuff. That's just saturating YouTube, and people. People are getting bored with that behavior. They're getting bored with it.
They were doing this was all on Back to the Future thing, and they were all at the high school and all that.
It's like, come on, it was a good movie, but listen, this big thing on YouTube is going to movie places. So what? It's just, oh my God,
some of these fans are just over the top on it.
They're crazy. Just like with your girl, okay, you're a squirrel bait, right? So she's in my comments, he or she or whatever, and they're admitting that allegedly she called on Quartzsite on Tater last year. Admitted it, I guess.
There's the true haters. They will.
Yeah, the white hat. So, like I said in the video, she's the Rommel. She's Rommel. She's protecting BlindViews. Yeah. That's why she went after us, thinking we're going to go away. I just had KCGrits on. He gave his opinion. This will be out tomorrow morning, and we were talking about it, and he was laughing about it, and it's like, how she was pissing and moaning and whatever else, and then protecting the main guy, protecting him and whatever else, and because I think you told me that she was paying for the content from.
I think that she's the one that's paying for the Patreon on the Mag Fanatic when he does a live and all that, and sees the pictures on there, and then just because BlindViews ain't going to do it, he's not going to put out any money for it.
Right.
I think she's probably the one because she's the closest, like you said. She's the Rommel.
Yep. Yeah, she's the closest.
When you talked in your show about the movie, what's it called? Valkyrie? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yeah. So I never watched it, so I started watching it last night, and it's good.
Yeah, it's
good.
It's exactly, and because one thing I like about, Cruise did a good job on that movie Valkyrie, because it's all about dying on your feet. They realized the war was over. And they wanted to get that done, and they all got executed, but sooner or later everybody else got executed because of their behavior. But I've seen that movie like 3 times because it's so good. Whenever it's on TV, it's on the free channel, I click it on. She goes, I said, I don't care. I love it because anybody that wants to take out Hitler is my hero, and that's what that guy wanted to do. There's some good videos on that, a good history on that. If you type that guy's name in about the Valkyrie, there's some good 25 minute history on that. What all that contained and what happened and everything else, and then they all got executed, but they died for he wanted, because at the end he said long live Germany at the end when he yelled that out at the end, because he loved Germany. He was like, listen, this war is over. This war is over.
It wasn't about the people. He loved the people of Germany and everything, and he was a Christian. He was a Catholic. I think he was a Catholic. That's what they kind of did. And in the beginning, when he talked about it, he says, "Oh, this is not right. This is not right. What we're doing as an officer and everything." And it kind of brought me back, kind of put the fear in me about maybe what's happening in this country.
That's exactly what's happening up on the hill. That's why that movie is so good, because it just kind of comes back to people in again being the turncoats, and it's a very what Hitler did, like it, what he did back then is happening now with the hunch, is chasing people down the streets, and I get deporting people who are criminals, but that's exactly what's going on. That someone on the inside, just could never know. I don't know, and I'm not saying once it happened.
It's just like Hitler's private army was the SS, and the hunches probably got the ones out on the street right now.
Correct. That's what they are. Whatever they are, those people. What are they ones? What are they called? The running around, rounding people up. It's a fact. But you watch, you go watch the Valkyrie movie. It's the ICE. That's what it is running around getting people. But if you watch Valkyrie, I love how Cruz is like, he gets injured, but he wants to have the insurrection. Put it that way, inside out. And this is wrong. We need to take our country back and let's surrender. And if the last 24 hours of when Berlin was being taken over, they were executing people in the streets. If you didn't keep fighting, you got executed. They executed after that happened, when that happened in the Valkyrie, when it didn't work, they executed like 2,000 people. Anybody that was in that room got executed. And then on Berlin, when it was falling, it was like, meanwhile he's down there drinking and getting married and killing himself, but everybody else had to fight the very He was using kids too to fight at the end. Anybody that could carry a weapon was fighting for him at the end. And that was the problem. They were executing people in the street. I'd say there was like 3,000 people that were being executed on both sides of the aisle during that. And the Valkyrie guy was like, we need to end this because too many people, they were trying a losing war, and it was not working. And Hitler didn't want to hear it because he claimed it was Jewish propaganda. That was his excuse, that no, we're not losing, it's Jewish propaganda all the way to the end. That's what it was. It was unfortunate, but it's a very good movie. It's kind of comes today, like it or not. He even said, I'll fire up the ovens. That's what he said when Blind Views. He knows I'm talking about brown shirts, like it or not. He's a hater, and it's what he is, and he just he loves the hunch. I love to ask a parody chick if it's okay to grab a woman's vagina. Because remember, that's what the hunch said. I'd love to ask her that. Is that okay to grab her vagina in public? I'm just curious. Can Blind Views reach out and grab her? I'm just curious. Because they met in Florida. Because isn't she from Tennessee or something? This chick?
I think she's from Tennessee. So I wouldn't doubt.
That was probably the meet and greet.
Yeah, because he probably, it could have been,
Because if she went, I don't know where is he? Is he north, or I don't know where she lives? So they probably met up. That was probably a meetup. So they went down there.
I mean, he's in Orlando, but
you meet halfway.
Orlando, there.
You meet halfway or whatever. She comes on down to meet her hero. She comes down, gives a big hug. She's been, so that is his main general. That is his one that will protect him to the end, do his dirty work, do the phone calling. Like the last, she admitted it, so she's calling him. That's wrong. I mean, maybe she's
Goebbels, or is that how you pronounce the general's name, Goebbels or
yeah, Goebbels. Who knows? Wherever she is, she will stand behind him no matter what he does. It's just like the hunch with our vice president, right? Never a Trumper, right? Remember, he was never a Trumper. He is now, because guess what? You're second in command. It's you do whatever. So no, I just with her, it's like you're a faceless troll. That's all she is, and to worry about me. I'm not getting 100 anymore, and I get it. But the people that come to me are the ones I want. Is her, Blind Views, and that walk and talk was about us three. It was not about the stuff down below. Okay, it was about us. That's all there was to it. And the walk and talk he did. He bitched about us. He's too chicken to say our names.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to give anybody the sense to go over and watch one of our videos is what it is. So he doesn't say anything about us. I mean, I've thought about that in the past. Do I say his name? And of course, at the end, I always do. Anyway,
I do. I'm not afraid.
I don't care. I don't care about it.
I want to die on my feet. I don't care. I put the notes. I'm not afraid to talk about his young ass.
The funny thing is his channel is not growing. He doesn't get the views. Like I said, he's only getting 11% of the subscribers that are watching him.
Yep.
I get the same amount. Of course, I don't make the same, the numbers and everything, but I did the subscribers I got, and then the average views and everything, and they come out the same, 11%. 11%.
Yep. Well, he pisses and moans about Manic Fanatics subs. I'm no different, in either are you, buddy. It's like if people have subbed to him are usually troll channels, and they've moved on from him because it's the same hating behavior. And it's fun to push back on because it pisses him off to no end that me and you and Karl are the only ones that are, hey, we're not keyboard warriors. We're talking about him. And he listens to me. He listens to you. And it's when Karl all went along does a tater video first, that's going to piss him off. That's going to piss him off because Karl told me the reason why he stopped talking about Sarasota Tim, because maybe when you were talking about him, and New York Dan and Morning would do a video before he would get his video out, so people already knew what was going on. So
I think he got back 6-9 months ago. He started getting kind of butthurt because remember there was nobody else out there doing the same thing. So when we all ganged up on the Sarasota Tim thing, I think he got butthurt and he's like whining in the corner because he should be the only one who should be able to talk about Sarasota Tim.
Yep.
So it's, well, I'm not going to do him no more. He's not interesting, you know. And I thought, okay, whatever you want to do, dude, you know. So it's just that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Karl put out an excellent one last night when he was driving in the dark.
Yep.
Very good, very good. The way he talked about stuff, the way he kind of eases into things and gets around it without getting, you know, actually sticking a knife in somebody. It was very good.
Well, Karl, I'm more of a to the point, and so are you. Karl is the kind of guy who wants it.
Right.
But like KCGrits says, he said he reads Karl's comments are kind of like the Polish funnies because people piss and moan about still talking to me. They're still mad. It's the Polish funnies because they piss and moan to him about what he's doing.
Karl's trying to put a different spin. He's trying to be more positive. I understand where Karl's coming from.
Right.
And I've thought about doing kind of like reverting that way. But when I see a BlindViews video, I want to jump out there and do a video right now, and I thought, hold off. You just told yourself you weren't going to do anything for a couple of days. Don't jump on every word he says, you know.
I love doing daily videos on him because it's just fun because he comes and listens to me. I know he does, and to you too as well.
Oh.
He comes.
And I kind of wonder if he wants us to do them every day on him. Maybe he thinks, but I just don't think he's really getting the views.
No.
You know.
I love doing these audios on him because he comes, listens. He's a very unhappy man on vacation. And then Barium Exposure is claiming Barium Exposure is whining that I'm buying views, that I'm buying subs. Yeah. Yep. I'm just.
He'll be coming out here. Barium will be coming out pretty soon with another video because nobody's talking about him.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything.
You talked about me. You talked about.
Yeah. So he'll listen. Yeah, he'll listen to this one now and he'll say, "Oh no, they're talking about me."
Yeah, that was so funny when you did that video. It was in the sheet. I was driving back from Duluth today. It's like a 6-hour round trip, and I'm driving along, and I didn't have time to pull over. It was a billboard that said working in the she shed. Or, no, that's what she shed. That's what it said. It said that's what she shed. It was hilarious. I wish I could pull over and take a picture of it, but you know you're in the company truck. I so badly wanted to see it because I've seen the billboard before. That's what she said. She shed. It's hilarious. This is funny as hell. It's hilarious.
So Karl, I think, has the day off, or he might be doing his Spark right now.
I did talk to him. Want me to call him?
Oh yeah, of course.
No, let me call him.
I'm pretty sure he's done with the trailer, unless he's showing the trailer right now, the camper.
Let me call his young man. Let me call his young man.
I thought.
Here we go. He went on hold there, so I did talk to Karl today. Karl. No calling the show. Calling the show.
What's up?
Hang on a minute. Okay, welcome to the Squirrel Bait show. You're here with the Man on the Moon. You thought up Man on the Moon, right? You thought that up. That was your gig, wasn't it? Karl.
What?
Karl.
Yeah, I think that was mine.
Yeah, you did that. Because
Because then he came back like, "Oh, I'm all offended," and I'm like, "I'm sorry," and he's like, "I was just joshing."
Not me. I'm okay with it. It was BlindViews. Did you see his last video where he starts to walk up? Well, I wouldn't be down there on the moon anybody's talking about quartzite, and I thought, he's been listening to Karl about me on the Man in the Moon, you know.
Yep.
I was like, well, whatever, you know. The guy never has an original saying himself.
Yeah, he doesn't. And he won't give anybody credit for anything.
No. Of course, you all know.
And he kind of gave credit to that person that said he was getting into Camper Van Kevin to try and be in his will or something like that. But he wouldn't say the guy's name. And then I saw in the comments, he's like, "Oh, thanks for for saying my theory.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, of course it is. You know, that video he did, he kept laughing through it, and it's like, dude, are you on something? It's like, it was fake. Of course, the laugh was fake, but it was a evil, nasty, vulgar laugh, you know.
Of course.
And all the stuff he was saying.
But Karl, you're going to dick slap your uncle. You're going to get it out early on you're going to beat him the punch on his behaviors. That's pretty hilarious. That's going to be your winter dream.
Yeah, in this video I was just doing when you called, I was talking about how he just assumes everybody at courtside is a broke dick, and that's not the case. There's
I know.
Lots of people that are middle class or have money that go to courtside.
Of course, it's retired people.
Yeah,
it's not all broke dicks. It's not all nomads that don't have a pot to piss in. I mean, yeah, there's people there like that, but there's also middle class and upper middle class that are just spending the winter there.
Yeah, they're retired. They're retired. See, again, it's because he's pissed. He wants to do that. He just can't.
Yeah, and they can afford a $6 cup of coffee. If they want to spend $6 on a cup of coffee, what do I care?
Yeah, that was a big thing on it too. Like, so what? So what? The coffee place. Tater was excited, I guess. Who cares? But he's just.
You know, but it's new content. He's got to share the content because a lot of people won't know. They even did the same thing when the Dollar General went in there. You know, because courtside is you can drive right through it, and it's a sleepy ass town in the summertime. There's nobody there. So we'll see if Starbucks stays open during the summertime.
Yeah, because there's a guy who did a video.
I just have a skeleton crew.
There was a guy that did a video.
Manager and the assistant manager.
A video on that place and said the same thing. The crime is basic. It's not. I mean, he broke down. It was a very good video about that place. He goes, listen, I stay here in the wintertime. I've had no problem. I mean, Wandering Gypsy is staying there this year because she wants to sell her cookbooks.
Yeah,
and she's a nice lady.
Yep.
She's fine. She's not a hobo. She's wants to stay there and to meet people. You know, it's like
I went on her page, and she puts one out on an average, one a week, and they're doing pretty good. She's getting anywhere from 9,000 to 10,000 a view for each week, you know. So she's bringing in, you know, roughly somewhere around 40,000. So she's making some money there, you know, for what she does.
Yep.
The only complaint I got is she does like to hype a lot on her past emotional things and everything, and I thought, well,
I don't need to hear that.
I don't know.
I told you don't need to hear that. I totally agree on that. Yeah,
but Karl, I thought the one last night in your nighttime driving one was real good.
Yeah, that's kind of more no notes, like Cowpote wants me to do.
Well, it was a good one.
Yeah, it kind of rambles on, but sometimes you get to a good point.
It didn't ramble on at all because it was like 11 minutes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
I tried to keep it pretty short.
Yeah, but it's just the way you said things, and you brought it in about BlindViews and stuff. You know, it was gentle, but you know, you got your point across.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have to hit him with the frying pan. But he left out the fact that Nomadic Fanatic didn't have a shirt on. He was showing his bare chest and his non-nipple ring nipples. And his had tattoos. You think BlindViews would be all into that.
Right.
But he left that out.
Remember, you can't do anything. I mean, BlindViews is the YouTube police. You can't. He dictates what people do. He can't handle whatever Tater does. I mean, I'm sorry, but the guy just is. He you know how when you open a can of pop and if you shake it, it explodes. That's what he does. When BlindViews gets on, he gets a chubby. I mean, when Tater comes on or any of these guys, he gets a big chubby. And he gets all excited.
I agree with Old Man Nation. He talked about how Tater does it better than BlindViews because he had a little segment where he's flying back.
Right.
He's not talking. There's just music. The music's the right level. it's nice upbeat music, but it's not crazy rock music. And
Right.
it's just, and the whole trip kind of flows. You know, they're walking on the plane, they show the plane takes off, lots of clouds, plane lands, you know, and it's so much better than BlindViews does it.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's been doing it. You know, Tater or Eric, he went to college for that kind of stuff, graphic design or something like that. And I mean, that has nothing really to do because you learn on your own. But I mean, most of the time, 95% of the time, Eric won't put any kind of tragedy in it or stress in it or stuff like that. But when BlindView watches him, he puts it in there. Oh, he's complaining about the rain. What do you mean? All they did is they went out of the gas station there. He says, oh, it's going to rain. They said it wasn't going to rain today. So he puts, and that's all he said. BlindView's, has to really hype it up then.
Of course.
Like this.
He likes to complain. He's an unhappy person that got his ass whipped. Like I think you told me that today. When he was young, he got his ass whipped when he was young by his father, and he's got no friends. He's a loner, and he found YouTube, and he's on vacation with his lovely wife. And Mark, you called him out why he's down there, and that walk and talk was towards you because you're the one that said the reason he went down there is because someone in the family died. They need to get rid of that house, and he doesn't want to hear that.
Up with that.
Yeah,
there's
so
something up there. Yeah,
you're the one that figured that out, and that pissed him off because he said that, and then that comment was towards us three. The whole walk and talk was towards us, nobody else.
That's why he did all that yard work, and why the yard work had to be done because the person that lived there couldn't take care of it.
Correct. So
they had to do the yard work that a person couldn't do, in the last couple of years.
And he can't afford to live in Florida. He's on welfare, and before you know it, the SNAP will be taken away, and he'll be at a food shelter, pissing and moaning about Obama. That's what I mean, I still want to hear him tell me why he can travel now. What did Obama tell the hunch? Let this cripple travel? I mean, I just need to know how a blind man can walk down a street with a camera in his hand, no problem, and can see cat hair. I just need to understand the blindness there. I mean, I need his lieutenant, the Rommel, the general, to pull those tanks up and let us know. I need.
Well, he crossed the street and he didn't really look both ways.
Yep.
Oh no, no!
Like if he was really blind, he would really have to look both ways hard.
Oh
Make
yeah,
sure he sees everything.
Yep.
Right. But he crossed the street like we'd cross the street, just kind of look.
Hey, Karl, your new girlfriend, Parody, she admitted she called allegedly that she called on Tater last year down in Arizona. That she called, I guess, because she's Parody girl, Squirrel Bait. She called. She called on Tater last year. Remember when he was remodeling and BlindViews was all pissed off about that. She was one who called on him.
Well, apparently the picture of her in the shield is supposed to be really her.
Yeah, okay.
According to her.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know. Just like you guys said, she could be a dude. She could be, who knows?
She could be Tater's wife, as far as we know. I mean, she could be BlindView's wife. Who knows?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I still want to know what he said to her.
Darlene's not a hot babe chick like she puts herself out there.
Right.
I mean,
no,
she's saying she's not hot, but she's not that hot.
She's probably she's probably very elderly, is what she is.
Elderly. I just want to see I want to see a really, really good 5-minute AI about it. It's just an evil one from her. So I mean, I still understand why we're low hit, but because we're making fun of her friend, of making fun of Hitler. That's what we're making the brown shirts, and she thinks she's going to scare us off. But we enjoyed it. I called Karl right away, then I called you. I'm like, you guys got to see this, man. Because my sister,
she does more of them.
Yeah, well, but she's feeding the beast when she does it, and that's going to piss off. BlindViews will be mad if she does another one. That's going to piss him off. That pisses him off. You're not supposed to do that. You can't do what she did. You can't pull those tanks up. Rommel didn't call Berlin because that's what when they were strumming the beaches, Rommel wanted to pull the tanks up, and guess who was? They wouldn't wake up Hitler. They wouldn't wake him up.
He's trying to get the scraps of Tater and Mikey.
Yep.
and we're getting the blind view scraps.
Yeah, I love ripping on them. To me, it's fun because it's too easy. It's a very low homing freight, and I love the pissing and moaning. And if you're going to deny Billy, you are jealous. You're jealous of the man, like it or not, because you ridicule what he should be doing. Then go ahead and sell your house and go buy an RV and go to Quartzsite and show us how it's done. Right? I mean,
hey, we can still go.
Yeah,
we can go.
Yeah.
Go to course. Go to get out of the ghetto.
Yeah, someone was asking me to come out there. I'm like, I was out there last year. Well, I was in Vegas last year.
It'd be fun to go to Quartzsite for like about 2 months if I was a single guy. Hey, go on and hang out and talk to.
Hey, you could go down to the drum circles. You could run around naked at night and go around the fire and
go see Blue
Man.
Man.
All that kind of
go see Blue Man Dan. Why,
we could do Lord of the Flies behavior.
That shit does happen down there.
You know what I told Karl? I said when we get together, if he gets his fat ass up to Chicago when I go in March, we're going to do a collab video, and I'm going to pretend I'm what the hell's his name again? Dinger, and I'm going to have that look on my face like I'm shitting my pants. And he puts the camera, I'm going to look at the camera like, Karl, are we live, Karl? Oh, there you are.
Somebody put a video out about Dinger eating
I saw that.
a chili pepper one.
I saw that.
And I thought for sure it was like Stewie maybe put it out, but I'm not sure because that Stewie's looking for attention, and I'm not giving it to him.
He's not worth it.
He's pulling a barium exposure. I don't think he's been around.
The last one he put out was those ugly ass tacos he had on there. I thought, they didn't look inviting to eat at all.
I haven't seen him in the comments either.
Well, you know what? Maybe he's in jail. But KCGrits was on, and he talked about cutting the knife, and he talked about it. He goes, "You don't cut like that. You don't cut. You don't put your fingers down when you cut. You don't chop like that. The way you cut." So. But
because what? Put your knuckles down?
Well, no, you don't put your hands in front of the knife. The knife just goes, and your hands behind the knife as you cut.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't impressed with his knife skills, but whatever.
I didn't see the video. I just happened to see that thumbnail come through. I'm not going to watch him. I'm not into cookie videos. I like making them, but I'm not going to watch him do a taco. I mean, so what? I mean, I triggered him because I did my almond stuff, right? My almond stuff. He pisses and moans. I'm going to do one tonight. I'm going to do like a Monty egg sandwich, kind of like. I'm going to do a Monty combo with a smaller.
Nobody wants to be a prep cook.
Yeah, like I said, I hate it. Boring as hell. Boring.
Yeah, prep cook's no fun.
It takes too much time.
You cut your chops.
I mean, like I said, we have our triple treat breakfast club. Me, us three, we from 5 a.m. to 9 o'clock, we make breakfast and we just pump it out, man. There's your food, man. Let's go. Boom, boom. I'll go to the whites. We have a bed and breakfast, right? We make breakfast for people. That's more fun. Here's your meal. Now go away. So it's just
so Karl, did you get the camper all ready to go?
Yeah, I got it cleaned out. It's all ready to go.
So I was thinking, I know it doesn't matter really, but I was thinking, you think it would sell better in the springtime, or do you think?
Yeah, it would, but.
But she wants it done now. So I was curious if you had ever got it sold yet. That's why.
Well, she's not a motivated seller, so if people are just lowballing her, still wait till spring.
Right.
Oh, okay. I see.
Hey, gentlemen.
But if someone comes along and they pay the price she wants now, she'll get it done.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, gentlemen. So I'm gonna. I wrote a little song for Parody, the chick. I was just doing a couple before, but I gotta be cutting loose here. I gotta be grilling out today for the video. But anyways, I appreciate you both taking my phone call and coming on the show. I appreciate. Anything else you want to say, Karl?
No, not really. Just BlindViews.
And the man on the moon out there in Arizona. What do you? Anything?
I just want to say is that Karl, you did good this morning by getting your video out before BlindViews on Nomadic Fanatic. I thought it was excellent this morning, and keep it up because you beat BlindViews to it.
Yep, that's good.
I'm trying to do a little counterpoint, saying Tater's not as bad as BlindViews makes him out to be.
I didn't think so, and I listened to it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, but
I
that's
thought it was good.
You know how he got so mad that like 4 of us would get a Tim video out before he could get his out? and he would get all upset and like, oh,
Yeah.
you guys just point, you click and upload. And by the time I edit and put in my stuff and do all my things and find my pen that I dropped on the floor, you know.
Yeah, he used to get back. We were talking about that earlier, exactly about that, how he got upset, so he just didn't do any more Timmys.
Yeah, because he got pissed.
I'm trying to see if I can make him butthurt.
You will.
Like
You
trying
will.
to get Tater's videos out before he gets
Especially if you put his name in there, Tater, and he goes up and you in the morning, people will come to you because you're more simple. You're not a hater. You'll just talk about it, and you're easier to listen to than his young ass. So, in this hater, so you will grow your channel because you're just having fun with it. Where he is doing it for money, you're doing it because you're just having fun and you're trying to trigger him. That'll piss him off. Trust me. You're going to dip into his behavior, and that's going to piss off Rommel. She's going to want to pull those tanks up. You know what I'm saying?
Because now he's going to have to double down about how bad Tater is, and he's just going to look bad.
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah.
That's the content. But gentlemen, I thank you so much for coming on Fear Mongering Radio. It's always fun to have you guys come on. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I appreciate it.
All right. Well,
Yeah, have a good night.
all right. Safe driving.
This will be out tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys later. All right. Ciao. Bye. There they go. Appreciate them coming on the show. All right. Let's see. Hang on. Dun, dun. Let's go over here now. I'm just gonna. Okay, it's just this real quick. I don't play the whole thing, but it says Squirrel Bait Parodies YouTube.
Squirrel and a hoodie on a skateboard rolling by, chasing acorns in the wind like it's do or die. Is it comedy or chaos? Can't decide. Oh my. Clickbait dreams, they never fade. Squirrel can live a viral parade. Is this genius or just insane? Squirrel bait parodies the mainframe. Dancing on a bench, it's a TikTok vibe. Tail like a metronome, keeping time alive. Subscribers go nuts, yeah, the views just thrive. Zoom in close, catch that tail. Algorithm loves a nutty trail. Clickbait dreams, they never fade. Squirrel can live a viral parade. Is this genius or just insane? Squirrel bait parodies the mainframe. Acorn stash unboxing, breaking trends. Squirrel ASMR, it never ends. Reaction vids to chipmunk friends. The forest gone viral, no pretend. Clickbait dreams, they never fade. Squirrel can live a viral parade. Is this genius or just insane? Squirrel bait parodies the mainframe. Acorn stash unboxing, breaking trends. Squirrel ASMR, it never ends. Reaction vids to chipmunk friends. The forest's gone viral, no pretend.
Okay, almost done here. Okay, you guys. So anyway, we're in the military, the armed forces of branches. We do appreciate you guys very, very much. Appreciate you guys, the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Coast Guard in uniform. Make good choices in your life, right? Don't drink and drive. Safe sex and issue. That's all we're asking. So this is the last one. We'll do the shuffle. Imperative shuffle. We go. Don't drink and drive. Call someone, right? Make good choices. The other choices.
I saw a squirrel in a cowboy hat. It flipped its brim, then it stole my snack. A nutty outlaw, a backyard brat. Who knew a rodent could live like that? Squirrel bait, oh squirrel bait. Dancing on the fence till it's late. Squirrel bait, oh squirrel bait. Sealing my heart and my peanut plate. It does a shuffle real jig. Its tail's fluffier than a powdered wig. It's got moves that make the chipmunk stare. A rebel with fur and zero cares. Is it a dream, or is it fate? This squirrel in boots, my backyard mate. With every scamper, my jaw it drops. I follow it straight to the treetop. Squirrel bait, oh squirrel bait. Dancing on the fence till it's late. Squirrel bait, oh squirrel bait. Stealing my heart and my peanut plate. So if you see a squirrel with style, tip your hat, give a no.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little AI music for fun.
Wild debate,
We said in the military, all the branches.
just chasing squirrel.
Make good choices, don't drink and drive. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
So if you see a squirrel with style, tip your hat, give a no.